Hello guys, so today we are going to discuss one of the combinational circuits, that is half subtractor. I am Dr. Hirankumar Thakkar from Bennett University Times of India Group. So let us start with the block diagram of the half subtractor. So the block diagram of the half subtractor is similar to the to that one of the half adder. So here also we have two inputs, two binary inputs like A and B, and similarly we have two output, that is the difference as well as borrow. Now let us take an example to understand how the two inputs will be ultimately translated into the difference and borrow. So first of all, let us take an example here for the better understanding. I am focusing on the decimal value. So let us assume that the A is having a decimal value 7 and B is having a decimal value 5, and there is a half subtractor working over here. So when we have the input A and B, in fact we are expecting the output as 2, because 7 minus 5 will be ultimately a 2. So there is a difference of 2, and since we are subtracting 5 from 7, we no need to get any borrow, so therefore the borrow will be 0 over here. So ultimately the house inside the half subtractor, the things will be working like A minus B, that is 7 minus 5, and over here the difference is 2 and there is no borrow. Now we may try for the another thing, that means we may try that to subtract 7 from the 5. So we take another example, the half subtractor circuit. This time the value of A we take as a 5 and the value of B as a 7. So again we will perform the operation of A minus B inside the half subtractor. So ultimately that will be of the 5 minus 7. Again the difference is 2, however this time we need to take the borrow, so therefore the value of the borrow will be 1. So this is the way we can understand the block diagram of the half subtractor. Now let us move towards understanding the further inside of the half subtractor. So we concentrate on the truth table of the half subtractor. So as we have seen, there are two inputs A and B, and both are the binary inputs. So each input will take one binary bit. So therefore we have four combinations, that is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Now we will explore the output. Similar to the half adder, we have the two outputs over here in the half subtractor. One of them is difference, we designate that as a D, and the another one is the borrow, let us designate it as a B. Now let us one after another understand how the difference and borrow is calculated. So here all the operations are in the form of A minus B. That means we will try to subtract B from the A. So for the first row in the input, we are trying to subtract 0 from the 0. So there is no difference, so the difference value will be 0, and we didn't take any borrow, so therefore the borrow value is also 0. Now go to the second row, that means we will try to subtract the value 1 from 0. So here there is a difference of 1, and since we cannot subtract 1 from the 0 without any borrow, so therefore the borrow value is also 1. Now come to the third row, there is a combination of 1 0. Here we are trying to subtract 0 from the 1, so again the difference is 1 and we didn't take any borrow, so borrow value is 0. And finally 1 minus 1, so there is no difference as well as there is no borrow. So this is the truth table of the half subtractor with two inputs and two outputs, difference and the borrow. Now we will explore and try to prepare an equation or expression for the difference and borrow. So for the first time, for the first case, we will try to design an expression for the difference from the truth table using the K-map. So as we can see in the column of the difference D, The 1 appears for the combination of input 0 1 as well as 1 0. And since this truth table is having 4 combinations, or we can say 4 rows, the K-map will be having a size of 2 cross 2. Now for the cell number 0 1, we will put the value 1. So 0 1 means A bar B, and 1 0 means A B bar. So at both those cell we will put the value 1, and once the K-map is ready, from that K-map we will try to design an expression for the D. So here for the cell, that is this cell, we have the expression A bar B, and for the next cell we have the expression for A B bar. So that means A bar B plus A B bar is nothing but the expression of A and B with the XOR gate. Therefore the expression of the difference is D is equal to A XOR B. Now let us try to make the expression for the borrow. But before we design an expression for the borrow, we will have another way where we can understand how the XOR gate has been identified. So if you don't know the K-map, there is another way, is that you focus on the column of the difference and try to identify which gate behavior it represents. So here the D is having a value 1 for the combination of 0 1 and 1 0, which indicates that when the inputs are different, then only the outputs is having a value 1. When both the inputs are having the same value, either 0 0 or 1 1, at that time the D is having a value 0. Now the same behavior can be implemented in the XOR gate. So on the right hand side there is a truth table for the XOR, and the XOR will output 1 only when there is a different inputs. That means 0 1, at that time the output is 1, as well as 1 0 in the input, that time also the output is 1. Therefore we can understand that the difference, or the D, is a representation of the XOR gate, and we can designate the XOR gate, supply the input A and B, and it will calculate the difference for us. Now the block diagram of the half subtractor. So we have understood that when we apply the XOR gate and provided the input A and B, it helps us to calculate the difference D is equal to A minus B. Now let us move towards the calculation of the or expression for the borrow. Now this time, instead of focusing on the column D, we will focus on the column W, and we will try to identify where 1 appears. So here the 1 appears, and for that the corresponding input of A and B is having a value 0 and 1. So in the K map we will go for the 0 1, that means A bar B. Over here we will put the value 1, and that will translate into the expression B is equal to A bar B. So this is the way we can identify the expression for the borrow. Now in addition to the difference in the half subtractor, we have to calculate the expression for the borrow, which we have calculated, and we have identified that is the expression for A bar B. Therefore one of the input A we will put as a NOT gate, so we will have A bar, and that A bar will be input to the AND gate, and the B will be another input to the AND gate. So here ultimately the B0 will become A bar B. So this is the complete design of the block diagram of the the circuit design of the half subtractor. So that's all for the today. We have understood the block diagram of the half subtractor, followed by the truth table implementation. Once the truth table is ready, we have designed separately the expression for the difference as well as the borrow, and once the expression has been identified, using that expression we have identified which logic gate to use in order to get the difference as well as the borrow. In the next lecture we will understand about the full subtractor. Thank you.